So what do you end what do you end up doing then after?
Well, during the second album, they were taking a really long time to mix, and I got anxious and antsy, and I started modeling. So the first modeling job I did was the cover of 17 magazine out here with Will Smith, and that I'm still modeling now. So it's been like over. How old am I? It's been over like you know. Well, my daughter's 20, so it's definitely it's been like 30. I've been modeling for like 30 years. I started modeling, doing really well, going to Paris, going to, Australia, going to New York, just making the rounds. And then I started acting, done a ton of TV shows and movies, and I'm still acting. I've got a couple of projects coming out soon. I've got a
Oh,
TV series called Fire coming out, and I just been
yeah,
doing everything.
but how did you? I mean, I because could you make it seem as okay? I just go and just. I mean, I can understand the modeling because that's because you guys are always doing photo shoots for your albums
Right?
and stuff. So I could see how that might be easy. But then, um, we started to see a lot of R&B acts in the '90s get into doing small acting parts, but it took them a while. But for yourself, then making that transition to say, okay, let me start to act, was it something that you had to go to acting school, or did you just naturally have the ability, or and were you again roles without looking for them, or what was that
Well,
like?
you do have to look for them. This It's Los Angeles. Everything is here. So I after I found a modeling agency, they naturally for commercials and TV shows they want girls that look like models. So sometimes they go to the modeling agencies and they're like, "Gee, can you read? Are you comfortable in front of the camera?" And I'm like, "Yeah." So go out for this audition. So, you go out for these commercials auditions. Sometimes they have you speak and sometimes they don't. And was booking commercials and then, oh, go out for this soap opera. I was on Young and the Restless pretty soon, playing a model, but I got to speak too. And then
Okay,
the first acting job I did was House Party 3.
okay,
And that I got that. I did have to audition for it, but it was like she's in a girl group, so I that was kind of an easy transition. The second acting job I got was Seinfeld, and I had to audition in front of Jerry Seinfeld, and he was like, "You're really good." And I'm like, "Thank you." And then when he said that, I was like, "Oh, maybe I can do this." So I just kept doing it. And then you get a manager for acting, then you get a theatrical agency, and they just submit you. You put in the work, do the auditions, show up on time, do a good job, you get more jobs. So,
wow. So
yeah.
for you, that transition compared to being a recording artist, did you find that part a lot easier and easier to manage than becoming a recording art than when you were a recording artist?
It was easier for me to manage only because it was just me. I wasn't it wasn't contingent upon two other people and what are they doing and are they on time and how do they feel. It was just me by myself, me with my agent, and no other moving parts. Just me, my agent, and the client. So that was a lot easier.
Yeah.
Those are easier to do.
But then you weren't even contemplating becoming a solo artist, were you, at that time?
I recorded some stuff, but it wasn't like this is really what I wanted to do. I didn't really want to be a solo artist because when I was growing up, I was so in love with movies and TV. So that really was calling to me more so than music at that time. I mean, I'm
Yeah.
doing music now with my husband, which is great,
Yeah.
but it's a timing thing. There's seasons.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can hear that. Could you hear that?
Yeah, good, right.
Ah, sorry.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Um,
it's a seasonal thing. It's a timing thing. You know, things come back around. So I did. I have three beautiful children, and after my third was born, the girls and I were working on more stuff. It didn't pan out, but that's fine. The pieces weren't correct, but I think I'll get back with them later on. Um, God willing, that would be awesome. And then I just started working with my husband, and we just write songs like it's super duper easy with him. He's a workaholic like me, so
yeah.
it's just it's seasonal, kind of.
Yeah. I mean, because you mentioned the So I mean, getting into to the acting, and I know people would see you in lots of different things, and you were getting a lot more comfortable and stuff like that. We spoke about the nerves of being on stage in front of thousands of people. Is it a lot easier being an actress in front of a camera and having to do scenes and in front of a crew?
Yeah, I think so. Because if it doesn't go exactly the way you want it to, you can do it again. Now, play is different. I was just in New York and I did a play. I did a stage reading with Keith David and Marcia Cross from Desperate Housewife. Keith David from so many things.
Okay.
He's brilliant. And I hadn't done a play since I was like in junior high school. So getting up on stage with these bigwigs in New York, I was like, oh my God, Father, please help me. I was praying and going over my lines and making sure I had my stuff together. So that was nerve-wracking. But once you get up there, it's like, oh, now it's time to have fun.
Yeah.
So yeah, I do think acting is less scary than singing.
Hey, thanks for watching. Please remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. But also check out our membership, which is a good way of getting some exclusive videos and actually long videos from day one. But thanks again for watching. Look forward to seeing you again. Thanks.